Okay, so we have just finished Daniel's presentation. Daniel's CRS marks presentation is scored pretty good. Please understand that Daniel has attended more sessions, and Evangeline has attended more sessions. Even then, Tanvi and Aditya. So we'll now get into Tanvi. Tanvi, you listen to me? Tanvi, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So Tanvi's attendance, um, Tanvi's attendance should also be fine because she has attended almost all the classes that she has been given. So 5 marks for Tanvi as well. Leadership. Well, Tanvi is a person who always appreciates. Ever since I have given the uh, information about appreciating the other people, I have heard her appreciating Mitra for her presentation, Aditya for his presentation. I heard her appreciating Danny for his presentation, and even last week when Ajit was making a presentation on population, she was giving a proper appreciation, and she has got that kindness. So 5 marks for leadership for Tanvi. Progress maintenance. She is a very active presenter, and she presents very briskly, and I really appreciate that. But the length of the presentation for Tanvi is a little bit of worry. Hopefully, she speaks a little bit more in presentations. And specifically in her last presentation, she made an effort on preparing slides. So that has to be appreciated. So 4 in slide preparation. The slide preparation that she made had given her very good edge. Positive body language. Well, I have not seen Tanvi on making the presentation on video. So positive body language is too early. So we will skip that. When she makes video presentation, only then we can give PBL mark. Positive mindset. Yes, and she always takes the presentation on a very good spirit, and she tries to do really well. And she never says she finds it difficult. She does as much as she could. 3 mark for that. Books reading. I think Tanvi has to improve upon books reading because she has the book reading habit, but her vocabulary has to be raised, and she has to be more frequent in terms of book reading, as much as what I have understood in these 6 or 7 classes that she has attended. That can be improved. 2 marks. Self-development. She always tries to develop an agility towards presentation. She's a very good listener, and she tries to show a lot of concern with the other people's progress. And also, she tries to fall in line with the trainer's instructions. 3 marks for that. I haven't given any mind exercise for Tanvi, so skip it. Anti-phone day. Well, Tanvi, you have to say that. Apart from attending the class, how often you use phone?
Sir, after coming from school, after fresh upping, I will watch only for 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, okay. So we will start a metric with 3 in anti-phone day. Presentation skills for Tanvi. She's a very good presenter, and she has to improve a little bit on the vocabulary. A fifth grade student, she will definitely improve. I have hopes on her. 3 marks for presentation. Humanitarian meter. She is very kind and very friendly to the other people. I have observed that, so 2 marks for that. Knowledge meter. She is improving, and exclusively when she made a presentation about the fort and palaces last week, she gathered a very good knowledge. So 2 marks for that. Let's speak about your academics, Tanvi. Danny has been given 4. How much do you think has to be given to you? Because you have to update me on your academics. How much mark can we give for your academics? Your recent test performance and all that? You can be frank about it. Come on. Tanvi.
Sir, I don't know how to tell, sir.
Okay, right now I'll put it up as 2. I'll get more information. Plan implementation 2. And are you doing any exercises like practicing any yoga asanas from the school and all that?
Last month I was doing, sir.
Oh, last month. Okay, right. Then that can wait. Maybe next week we shall update. Trainer bonus. Well, I would like to give good marks for Tanvi because she is very, for her age, she's really doing good. So 5 marks for Tanvi as well. We'll see how much she has scored later. The total is there and I will show you at last. Evangeline, one of the early attendees of the class, just like Daniel Shiloh. Attendance, I would like to give the same because she never skipped. 5 marks. Leadership, she has to speak a lot and she's now doubling up. So 2 marks. Progress, I really admire Angeline's pronunciation and accent. She's got a wonderful voice. And recently, she made a presentation by in front of so many people in the school. And I saw that video and I was very impressed with that particular presentation of hers. Kingsley shared that video to me and she was really doing a wonderful presentation. Myself and Mitra were watching the 2 minutes and 50 seconds video, almost 3 minutes. And she was so cool. And I was also feeling that maybe the presentations that she had done here has given her improvement. I was very happy for it. So the progress is really good. So I would like to give 5 marks on that. And in that presentation, she was very positive. I was, more than what I have seen in this hall. In the school presentation, when he made presentation with the PowerPoint presentation, she went to the slide, she explained by showing the pictures, she denoted the pictures like this, and she came back, she used the open hand gesture. So 4 marks for that. Positive mindset, well, she's a little kid and sometimes she's finding it difficult to double up with the presentation. So 2 marks. Books reading, I can give the same mark that I had given for Tanvi, 2 marks. Self-development, well, it's too early for Nancy. I haven't seen her, appreciating anybody. Maybe she will do that in the future. Anti-phone day. As far as Daniel is concerned, I asked the update from Angeline. Now for Angeline, I would like to ask Danny, what is her phone usage? Danny.
Well, she always watches the TV and the phone.
Okay, all right. Like brother, like sister. Only 1 mark for that. Presentation skill, well, we would like to give 3 marks because with the given fact that she has made a very good school presentation. Humanitarian meter, well, it's too early. She will improve upon all that. Knowledge meter 2. Academic performance. Angeline, why don't you speak about it? How is your academic performance? Your brother scored 4, your classmate Tanvi scored 2. How much do you think you would score? Angel, come on, speak. Are you doing good? Yeah. Sorry?
She said
What
she
does she
doesn't know.
Well, then she doesn't gather mark. Okay. Plan implementation 1 and physical agility. Is she doing any exercises? Danny? Or she plays any sport?
In school, she sometimes plays in PT.
Wow, good. Okay. 2 marks for that. And trainer bonus, I would like to give about 5. Well, okay. So this is what Evangeline has scored. Aditya Dinagaran, ever since he has started attending the sessions, he has not missed anything. So the same full mark for this particular week, which is given to the others, shall be given to him also, 5. Leadership, well, irrespective of the fact that Aditya is a very good presenter and is very fast in terms of making presentation and He's got a rich vocabulary. He hasn't been showing progress in terms of leadership because I haven't seen him wishing the others properly and wishing the trainer properly and speaking to the others on a cordial way. Even last week when Achit said bye Aditya, when somebody is saying bye to you or when somebody is greeting you by using your name, you have to reciprocate. So you have to say bye Achit because that guy is much elder to you and he says bye Aditya and he also says hi Aditya, but for which you responded. But in my sessions, there is a dictum that usage of the name and salutation has to be very particular. Address people by names. As Plato mentioned, for everybody, the cutest and sweetest song is their name. So when you use that name quite often, the other people feel very special. Okay. As Oscar Wilde used to say, everybody carries a halo behind the head and always lighten the halo. So how can we do that? By showing respect, by showing kindness, by giving the name. But it doesn't mean that you are not respectful just because you are not using the name, but while you're using it, the person obviously understands that you're a person. On that note, Aditya has to improve a lot. So, but still, he has got a very good leadership practice on the other grounds. So it's 2 marks. Progress. In presentation, he is showing a lot of progress. Like he is showing presentation. And I remember when Achit was making presentation, he was able to understand. He listened to Achit's presentations twice, and he was able to understand. And he was also, when I asked some class questions about Achit's presentation, he was really able to answer very quickly. And the vocabulary that he used, I think, it was about when the spaceships were introduced, and I asked Aditya about a question, and he was really answering very well. On that note, and in the last week also, he did really well. So progress, I'd like to give 5. Positive body language. Well, I haven't seen him making the presentation right now. He's more like my son. He's my elder brother's son. He's my nephew. But all that in a classroom is completely secondary. He's a student. Yeah, I have seen him making presentation in 2021. I have seen him make presentation in 2020 in MS evening sessions on a regular basis. But this is 2023. He's a teenager now. He's in the 8th grade, almost into the 9th grade right now. He's into the middle school. So I will have to see how he presents, which will be possible only when he makes the video presentation. That might happen tomorrow or next week. So positive body language, it can wait. Positive mindset, well, it doesn't get back from any of the challenges. So I shall give about 3 marks. Books reading, well, Aditya, you have to speak about it. What was the recent book that you read?
I was reading Percy Jackson, a series, but I finished that. So for the past probably week, I haven't been reading because I was searching for a new series to read.
I see. Okay. Well, that's a good one. So on that note, we shall mark it up as 5. Self-development, well, since I have been telling that Aditya has to improve upon showing small acts of kindness and giving respect to the people and addressing people by names and being volunteer and expressing and appreciating. He has to improve upon all that. So for that, we shall give a little bit less marks because in the forthcoming sessions onwards, I think he will have 2 marks. Mind exercise, I haven't given anything. Anti-phone day. Well, knowingly or unknowingly, I have been seeing Aditya using phone. But then this for the other people's information. A couple of days back, Aditya was here, and we had to join as a family for offering a prayer for our dad. So I was seeing Aditya. So anti-phone day mark is just 1. He has to improve upon that. But presentation skills, well, he is really good into it, and he made a lot of preparation, and he's very quick in making the PowerPoint presentation slides ready. Yes, if he's given more time, he can even make more effective PowerPoint presentation. So I can give 5 marks for that as of now. Humanitarian meter, well, Aditya has to improve on that. That can wait. Knowledge meter, I always enjoy having conversation because for his age, he has a lot of knowledge in many things. He speaks about sports. He speaks about some of the other things, uh, and I have seen him reading newspapers as well. And he's a regular checking of the news updates and all that. So for knowledge upgradation, I can give 3. Let's talk about your academic performance. And I want revelations, confessions, or data update if any.
In UT2, I scored 83% overall.
I see. That's a good mark. Okay, fine. So I shall mark it up as 4. Well, plan implementation. He's very quick in making presentation. And last class he skipped, and he did not skip. I asked him to take a relief, and that's why I gave full marks for attendance as well. He was only ready. And in the last class also, he was about to make a presentation. If he was attending, he was about to make a presentation, and the presentation idea was, how this never give up attitude is going to help. So he was almost ready with that, but unfortunately, he was not able to attend the class because of varieties of reasons. So he's very good at planning. So I would like to give 3 for that. Did you do your exercises this week or anything?
Yeah, I went for like 1 hour swimming.
Okay. Okay, fine. So
But the
I would like.
handling I haven't started yet.
Okay, right. You have to start that, and that will fetch you more marks. So 2 marks, and I would like to give 5 marks for Aditya as a trainer bonus. All right. So Achyut will have his CRS updation tomorrow because tomorrow we will have. Remember, we will have our class tomorrow at 6:45. Danny and Evangeline will attend only next week. So far, whatever they have performed, that mark has been given to them, and Saturday they will start afresh. Well, if they have time tomorrow at 6:45, if they are willing to attend, the Zoom window is always open. They can attend. But as far as tomorrow, Achyut, Thanvi, and Aditya will attend, and Achyut's CRS updation will happen. Remember, Achyut has attended 42 classes so far. Aditya has attended 3 or 4. Tanvi has attended 6 or 7. Evangeline and Danny had attended about 8 or 9. So Achyut is senior in that regard. He has been attending the class from the US from June 2022. So 42 classes, 1 day a week, and he's showing a lot of progress. And his CRS will be a little bit more. When you reach to a certain ceiling, you will win award. And that award will be given after conducting an interview and a viva voce. So every week, the CRS journey will continue. Now, let's see your total. Fortunately, nobody has earned any penalty, and I'm really happy about it. Okay. Aditya Dinagaran stands with 45. Daniel Shiloh stands with 47. Tanvi LB stands with 41. And Evangeline Kingsley stands with 34. So this is after Aditya Dinagaran 4 sessions. Kingsley Kumar, Daniel Shiloh, 9 sessions. Eight sessions, I should say. Tanvi, 7 sessions. And 8 sessions for Angeline also. Achyut, 43 sessions. So this is your standing, boys and girls, after these many number of sessions you have attended. And I have been having a microscopic view of your performances, and long way to go. And this is going to be a wonderful journey. And every week, the way you have lived those 5 days will speak for itself. I'll be asking questions, and that presentation, that particular task that you're having in class, After every class, we will spend 5 or 6 minutes exclusively to update the CRS. We will leave the window only after updating the credit rating system. Only then you will know where you actually stand. Well, there is a very good healthy competition between everybody. Like, don't worry about the competition, right? So there are a couple of columns that have not been filled. So soon it will be filled. Sometimes penalties might be pulling you back. Penalty might be really sharp. For example, let's say for example, I'm giving a kind of a sharp penalty on some regard. Maybe we shall see a rehearsal here. Like if Danny is doing a little bit less in academics, and what happens is I'm disappointed with Danny, and if I give about 12 marks penalty for that, and then this happens. From 47, he jumps back and he jumps down to 35. So that's how it is. And Aditya fails to meet the requirement of his physical agility, and he forgets his physical exercises. And he also doesn't appreciate anybody. And he's a little lethargic in his presentation. And the trainer gets disappointed and he gives about 15. So then this happens, right? And when Tanvi is not improving the presentation and she's only reading and she's making the presentation with only less amount of time, and if I'm giving about a penalty of about 16, when this happens. If Angeline keeps saying, I don't know for all the questions I'm asking, and if she's not making presentations, and if I give about 15 marks, then this happens. So I don't want this penalty to be filled at all. That, my dear boys and girls, is completely in your hands. So that's it for today. Today is a reflection of all the things that you have been doing so far in the sessions. And your CRS is right alive, and always it will be live every week. This is called as the God's Eye, and you will be monitored. Let's see who wins the first award. Let's have a healthy competition. Any questions? Aditya, Tanvi, Angeline, Danny?
No, sir.
Okay, all right.
No, sir.
All right. So when we finish, we will say bye to each other, and it doesn't mean that you will have to say bye with each and everybody's name, but make sure that you are saying bye to everybody. All right. So I'll be meeting Aditya and Tanvi tomorrow by 6:45. I will let you know exactly when Achyut comes from the US, and we will have the session. And I will be meeting Daniel Shiloh and Evangeline Kingsley on Saturday by 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Thank you so much. This is Manian Sudaresan, son of Sudaresan, resting the case, and I'll be meeting you in the next class. Expect great things and live strong. Bye-bye. See you in the next class.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Tanvi.
Sir, I'm having a question, sir.
Yes, you can ask me. Tell me.
Sir, in the CRS, every week you will change that number, sir. Mark.
Every week, every column will have a change. Sometimes mark will be reduced, sometimes mark will be increased based upon your performance. Yes, every week it will happen.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, boys and girls. See you in the next class. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, Aditya Anna. Bye, Daniel Anna. Bye, Angeline. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Tanvi.
sir.
Bye, Daniel.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Aditya.